guys, I was having some technical difficulties, but then it started working. So welcome to Stretch and Refresh. We are going to do just that. So go ahead and come down to a seated position, something comfortable, and we'll take a couple of deep breaths here just to bring ourselves to the mat, or if you're on a towel or you're outside or wherever you are, just to kind of ground ourselves and get into this nice stretch. Just release those muscles. Get ready to relax through the weekend, or if you're going to do a bunch of crazy stuff this weekend, that's fine too. Just want to release some tension and bring some oxygen flow. So just sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Try not to arch that back too much, but really just sit up tall. Just think about a pole going from the bottom to the top, just keeping you nice and elongated. And breathing, controlling that breath. Breathe in. A couple more breaths here, just settling in. We're going to take our time. Just stretch out these muscles. Center ourselves for the rest of the workday if we're still at work or whatever we're preparing to do for the weekend. Okay, let's start with the top. So we'll take our right hand and put it to the side. Bring our left hand over, just right over our ear, and just drop our head to the left, stretching out that right side of the body, and the neck. We don't want to cram our head towards our ear. We just want to use the natural weight of the hand to just press the head down. Just feel an opening in that neck. We look at our phones and our computers all day. It's a nice neck opener. And go ahead and release, nice and gentle. And we'll go side to side. Just feeling the difference in the one side that's a little bit more loose now than the other. Bring it back to center. Bring that left hand down to the side. And bring that right arm over and drop that ear. And release. Nice job. Going back and forth again. Just feeling the looseness in that neck now. And now we'll take that chin up. So don't think about crunching your head back. Think about driving your chin up to the ceiling, really stretching along that throat. So bring that chin all the way up. We still want to be able to have a little bit of space in the back, so don't let that head just hang. So the difference is we're just hanging here instead of sitting nice and tall and lifting the chin rather than just dropping the head back. So all these movements, we just want to be mindful. We want to move with intention. But really stretch, driving that chin forward, sticking out that jaw, really feeling that nice stretch along that throat. And release. Nice job. So go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Nice and slow. And then go forward. Awesome job. So we'll take it onto our tabletop. We're going to go ahead and put our hands down as if we're going into a Sphinx pose, or you could have your hands as if you're going into a low plank pose. And we're actually going to push our elbows out just a little bit, pick up our hips, and push back so we can open up the bottom side of those arms. And come down nice and easy. Awesome work. So now we'll go back into our tabletop and we'll actually thread our right arm underneath our left. So taking that right arm, and threading it right underneath. Getting a nice stretch in that back body, that upper back, that shoulder blade, really releasing that scapula. And then if you need more, you can bring that left arm overhead. Just really sink into this pose here. Relax those feet. Breathe deep, feel that pull of your shoulder blade coming open. Get a nice stretch, get some good circulation in there. And then go ahead and bring that left arm back if you have it out. Come back up and just switch sides. So taking that left arm, nice long stretch on the other side, releasing that right arm if you are ready. A lot of us hold tension in our upper back, so this is really great stretch to release that scapula, to open up those back muscles and that shoulder. And bring it on back. Nice job. And just feel those shoulders around. Do some circles. Go in one direction, then switch directions. And then we'll go into our cat-cows. So dropping the belly, lifting the chin, inhaling, and then exhaling, bringing the belly button towards the spine. Dropping the head, really pushing through on your own breath. So inhaling, coming down, and exhaling, coming up. Really want to press through those fingers here too. So we're staying active as we stretch, which sounds like it's like counterproductive, but we still want to maintain a good foundation. We don't want to just be super frivolous in our movements. Remember, moving with intention, being mindful. And even though we're stretching, it takes strength to stretch. So remember that. Give me a couple more in each direction. One more. Nice job. Come back to neutral. And we'll go ahead and bring our right leg up, keeping that left knee on the ground. Walking that left leg back for as far as you need to feel the stretch. And what we're going to do is walk that right leg out, turn those toes out just a bit. And if you have the range of motion, come down on those elbows, get a nice groin stretch, opening up that hip. If right here is fine, if you feel it here, that's perfect. Just be where you need to be. And if you're having some tension on that knee or the ground is too hard, you can actually fold your mat or grab a towel and place it under there so you can protect that knee as well. So you got plenty of options here, guys, but we really want to sit, let that leg splay open on the right side. And we're getting a stretch here in our hip flexor as well as the hip joint on the right side. So this is a multifunctional stretch here. And we don't want to force anything. We just want to sit into it, let our body do what it needs to do. Feel the kinks get worked out. Breathe deep. Nice job, guys. And slowly come back up. Nice, easy movements. And we're just going to push our glutes all the way back. Bring that right heel to the ground. Toes facing your face, and just forward fold down towards that right knee. And if you need to keep a slight bend, that's totally fine. We don't want to stretch any muscles or pull anything. We really just want to keep go until we feel the stretch, and then just sit in the stretch and breathe into it. Nice job. And then we'll walk it forward, nice and easy. Go ahead and release that right leg. And we'll just circle our hips back and forth, just feeling the difference. It's very important to feel the difference because then you know, okay, well, this is what it feels like when it's nice and loose. This is what it feels like when it's tight. So we want to aim to continue to keep our body nice and flexible and mobile. All right, let's go ahead and bring that left leg up, keeping that right knee down, walking that leg back as far as you need to, making sure that knee stays stacked over that ankle. Now we walk the left leg out, toes slightly pointed out, and then wherever you are, if you're here, that's fine. And if you're down here, that's fine as well. Making sure that leg pushes out a little bit, getting a good stretch in those hips. We do a lot of sitting. So this is a great stretch to just open up that area. Make sure we're breathing into those spaces. And if there's any pain of any sort, go ahead and back out of it. But really challenge yourself to sit in that uncomfortable space as long as there's no pain. That's how we get the blood flowing and we increase our range of motion. And go ahead and come up nice and easy. And we'll just push those glutes right back, flexing those feet and leaning forward in for the stretch for our hamstrings in the back of our calf. Nice job. Go ahead and bring it back to tabletop. Now you can feel your hips are a little bit evened out, so do some nice little circles. Go ahead and get into a wide leg child's pose. So put your knees a little bit wider than your hips, sit your glutes back onto your heels, and then just let your arms travel forward. Breathing into that lower back. And then we'll just slowly walk our hands over to the left side. Get a nice stretch in the right side body. And then slowly walk our arms all the way to the other side to the right, getting a stretch in the left side. And we'll bring it back to center. One more little stretch here, pushing those heels a little bit closer to the heels. And slowly come back up. A couple more circles again. And then we'll slowly stand up, staying low. Hanging for a second, grabbing the opposite elbows, kind of swaying, releasing that lower back. And then slowly bending those knees generously, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And nice big inhale. And an exhale. All right, guys. I hope you are feeling better after this stretch. Go ahead and make sure that you are drinking water. It's very hot outside, and we want to make sure that we're staying hydrated. So thanks for joining me. I will see you later. And if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend.